Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It's currently 1 in the afternoon, April the 8th, 2025. It's Tuesday. About 77 degrees out here, and I'm heading out to go for a bike ride. Feels nice and toasty warm out here. Haven't ridden for a few days. I think it's been like 3 or 4 days. Maybe 3 days. I don't know. Haven't been feeling up to it, but I feel up to it right now, so that's what I'm gonna go do. Still rolling around on 2 broken spokes. I assume because I didn't look at the wheel, I didn't want to know. I just want to go ride my bike and get out of the house. I heard all these animals and stuff out here enjoying the weather, and I said, you know what? Let's go outside and listen to the dogs barking outside as opposed to hearing it through my windows in my room. So that's what the plan is. The plan is to ride around listening to dogs bark. The plan is to stop and check my rear tire right now. Please don't be low. I don't know why this tire always feels low to me, but it does. It's not though. It's just me being paranoid Larry. Larry-noid. I am so sleepy. So sleepy even though I've had plenty of sleep. That's always fun. Oh, something's squeaking on my bike. Most likely the brake rotor rubbing on the caliper somewhere. It's really bright out here. You know what? It could be worse though. It could be smoggy. It's a little hazy, but really bright. Well, I had a dentist appointment yesterday. I ended up missing it. I called though. I let him know I wasn't going to make it in. I wasn't feeling very good yesterday. Pretty much started feeling good about an hour ago. So that's why I'm out here riding around now. Just going to take it easy today. I really want a faster bike, man. I'd love to have a faster bike and do my same routes. Because then my rides would be shorter. They'd be the same length, but they wouldn't take as long, and probably encourage people to watch my videos more if I was going faster. But yeah, I don't have any money, and nobody wants to send me any bikes to review, so that's apparently not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, what sucks is I have motors in my garage that can handle way more voltage, at least up to 60 volts. I just don't have any batteries or a frame to actually put them on that I want to ride around that speed on. So I got two 26 by 4 inch wheels with 48 volt 1500 watt motors in them. And they're direct drive motors, so they can handle way more voltage. Hell, even 52 volts would be better than 48 volts. But it's just how it is right now. I just don't have a frame I want to put them in. Man, people are like parked all wonky today, and it's trash day, so I gotta watch out for rogue trash cans. You know what sucks is I finally found something I'm good at and that I love to do, and I just can't seem to make any money doing it. I found my dream job that I can't earn anything from. It sucks. That being a guy riding around on an e-bike making YouTube videos. I mean, you know, that's my dream. Actually, riding around on a bike making videos would have been my dream job, but since my health is so poor, I had to adapt to riding around on an e-bike making videos. And I'm not complaining, e-bikes are fun as hell. So I don't know, I think I told you guys the other day, Ultraverse had sent me an email saying they were sending my free tubes out for doing the review on Amazon. So I reached back out to them and I linked my 2 videos I did of the installation and the testing video. When I rode around on it, they reached out and said if any time in the future I want to try any of their products out, just to hit them up, possibly. So maybe I finally made a connection somewhere. That would be freaking awesome if that works out like that. But as it is right now, I've got like five bike tubes for this rear wheel. The one I bought, one of the 2 I bought, and then the 2 free sets, the 4 free ones. So I got lots of spare tubes. As long as this wheel holds out, I'm all set. Es verde. Más rápido. Okay. Thank you. I can't roll my tongue when I say R's in Spanish. You know how you're supposed to be able to roll your tongue in the beginning with R's when they're in the front? I'm not even saying R's right, but whatever. I can't say ruffles have ridges. I don't know if anybody knows that old commercial. The old rolling tongue trick, I can't do it. My tongue is too short. Sorry ladies, my tongue is too short. It's not my fault. I'm worried if this rear motor is not going to last much longer. I'm hitting bumps and I'm feeling it starting to, like, not grind, but there's resistance to it when I try to accelerate after a bump. So I'm worried that I'm not going to have a rear motor soon. And I've been looking at the rear version of this front motor I have on the bike. It might fit in the back of this frame. Just barely, but I'd have to put a bunch of spacers on the axle because the hub is narrower on this other motor wheel I'm thinking of, but it's going to decrease by speed. I'll go from like being able to top out at about 28 to topping out at about 25 or 26, but I got to do what I got to do, and it's a mag rim, so I don't have to worry about broken spokes anymore. But then I'm going to have to buy a new tire for it. So. I don't think Ultraverse, they carry bike tires. Like I think they have 20-inch tires for like a bicycle, but I don't think they have this dual sport style tire in the narrower 20-inch tire. So that's not going to work out. Waiting for a homeboy to get across the street. Oh yeah, my rear wheel's wobbling like really bad, dude. After this ride, I'm definitely gonna have to go do some spoke maintenance because, man, I'm pretty sure I'm up to like that's like 4 broken spokes wobble I'm seeing right now, and they're all on one side of the wheel. I definitely got a spoke repair video coming out soon, I guess. In the future, I think I'm gonna go up here to like Little Mountain, make a right, and start heading back then. I was going to go further, but my wheel's getting kind of bad. Got to be careful over the bumps more now. Might be why my wheel feels squishy, because the rim's getting loose because there's too many broken spokes. And broken spokes leads to loose spokes too, so yeah. I really hate bike spokes. I've had problems with wheels breaking spokes when I was skinny, like mountain bike wheels and shit. So it's just all about the wheel being built right, and most of the wheels I've been on were never built right because they were just they were on bikes I bought off straight from the bike shop, hastily put together to go out the door. I've never owned a Walmart bike. I mean, I've never purchased a Walmart bike. I've owned one. I owned when I was a kid, my dad and stepmom bought me this 24-inch wheelbase, like 18-speed Huffy mountain bike. It was green and black. I really liked that bike. I didn't even know what a mountain bike was. I didn't even know I was on a mountain bike. But that's what it was. And the funny thing is, I never really used the gears on it. I put it in the gear I like to ride around on because I was so used to riding around on single-speed BMX bikes. And I just kept it on that gear. I'm pretty sure it was the hardest gear, too. Like when I lived in Redlands and I was on mountain bikes then, I always kept my bike on the hardest gear. Because I wasn't really doing a lot of off-road. I was just using it to go back and forth to school and ride around with my friends every so often. And then my friends were like, why don't you ever use the gears? You're like, we see you struggling to ride up hill, start using the gears. So I started using the gears. And it kind of sucked. I mean, it helped go up hills. But then it took away my leg strength. My ability to ride my bike uphill in the hardest gear went away. So that sucked. I gotta go slow. I'm gonna go up to North Park. North Park's a bit of a smoother ride home. 48th can be kind of bumpy. I'm trying to avoid bumps right now. So this is gonna be a fairly short ride. It'll be like 25 minutes probably total by the time I get home. It'll be short in distance but longer in length because I'm not trying not to haul ass, because I look down at my rear wheel and realize exactly how wobbly it is, and I'm like, no, I need to be careful. It's like if you ever have a problem where you start breaking a bunch of spokes, don't think the remedy is to speed up and get home as soon as possible. The remedy is slow down, watch out for rocks all over the road like right here, and potholes and divots in the road and cracks, and don't tear over them unless you know you're going to be able to clear them without much of an impact, because your wheel's just going to get worse the harder it hits stuff. I know a lot of veteran bike riders are like, why are you telling us this? We know this, but newbies don't know this. I'm gonna look down at my wheel again here. Yeah, it's not much worse. It might be wobbling more because it's less rigid right now. The weather's warmer, so the metal's warmer and more malleable, so it means it's gonna flex more because of the warmer weather. In the colder weather, it like contracts and it gets kind of tensions up more, so it's not gonna wobble as much. In my experience, I've noticed my wheels wobble more when the weather's warm. Still got a little bit of snow on some of the mountains around here. I don't know if the camera's picking that up in front of me. That mountain's still got some snow on it. I don't know what that mountain is, because to the left of me is the San Bernardino Mountains, like Crestline, Lake Arrowhead, Lake Gregory, Valley of Enchantment, Big Bear, Lake Silver Lake, all those areas up there. Behind me is like where you go if you're going to go towards Mount Baldy, but I don't know what the name of the mountains are directly ahead of me. I should probably look that up. So I'm not going to be going right here and going like over to Sequoia and across like I've been doing, because Sequoia is a pretty tore up street and I don't want to ride on a tore up street right now. Well, I mean, a nice smooth street. I mean, there's some pretty gnarly bumps on this road too, but they're well spaced out, and they're kind of roly-poly. They're just kind of abrupt. That's for also new viewers. Old viewers are already going to know what I'm talking about from the many times I've hit said bumps riding this way on video. This is like a really nice residential street, and even this street's not that great. I mean, it looks worse than it is. I gotta remember when I hit the bumps too to let go of the rear throttle. I should let go of both throttles though, because that's just more impact on the motor. Because what happens when you're full throttling a motor, like an electric motor like these, or a geared motor, especially geared motors, not so much direct drive, but geared motors. When you hit bumps hard and you don't let go of the throttle or let off, your wheel kind of stops for a millisecond, and then it has to like grind itself back up to speed. And with the geared motors, that jacks up the internal gearing, the planetary gear assembly, and it starts tearing up the teeth. Then your motor starts like seizing and getting grindy and eventually fails. So if you're hitting like really hard bumps and you just kind of let go of the throttle a little bit, or all the way. All the way is the best bet, especially if you're like going downhill and you don't really need to accelerate off a bump. Just let go. Okay, this is a note to e-bike manufacturers and sellers. If you're going to build spoked motors, at least use good rims. Like, problem with these electric rims on these 2.0s and 3.0s and stuff, these folding bikes, is they're a single layer. It's a single layer rim. It's not double walled or anything. It's just one layer of rim, and that's really weak, especially for a heavy e-bike. I mean, stock, this bike weighs like 60 pounds, 60, 70 pounds, plus the rider weight, plus all the, depending upon your road conditions. They need to make these rims like more durable. They're built for higher speed, higher weight bikes. Having a single layer of rim is just, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't cut it. It's just, it's weak. I mean, the extra weight's not that big a deal. It's an e-bike. It's made to accelerate under larger loads, because the bikes are already heavy out of the gate. Why can't we have some stronger rims on these bikes? Sucks. I really wanted to go further. Oh well. Coming up on my bump up here, I gotta watch out for. Where is it? There it is. I'm only down 1 bar on the rear battery. That was pretty. That's like a good 5 miles or so I already went. So if you figure I get about 5 miles per bar, this bike on the rear motor, no, that wouldn't be accurate. On the rear, if it was rear motor only, with my weight and everything, I'd probably be only getting about 3 miles per bar of power, like every 20% or so. But with the addition of the front motor, it extends it to about 5 miles per 20% battery. So to be safe, this bike could probably get about 20 miles. And that's like letting go of the throttles, going downhill, and alternating between motors and not using the front motor when I don't need to. Like right now, I don't need to use the front motor because I'm going downhill. Rear motor has plenty of power to get me up to speed on this slight downhill. You know, and then just coasting as long as I can and stuff. That's the best way to save your battery, is like, just coast. If you can coast, coast. It's good for your brakes too. Like right now I'm coasting way back here because I know I got to stop. Why am I going to accelerate to the last minute, then hit my brakes hard, then I'm just going to wear the pads out and put more stress on the frame and my brakes and the wheels and the spokes and me, all the accessories on the bike that are bolted onto the frame. It's also a good idea if you have the time to, if you're coming up on a stop sign, to coast anyway, like, because you know, brake pads are great and all, but sometimes you don't realize that they're worn down as they are if you haven't checked them lately. And you might sometimes go to squeeze your brakes and there's no brakes. And if you're already slowing down because you're anticipating a stop sign or a stoplight that's red, then you're more likely going to be actually be able to at least put your foot down or movement so you don't go flying out into a busy intersection. What I'll probably do is this 34th. I think I'm going to go my other route and I'll go up Arrowhead and extend the ride a little bit if I can. I don't like this part of the road either. I always like get away in the middle because it's all buckled. Again, if somebody would send me an e-bike to review that had full suspension, I'd just roll over all this crap. I wouldn't care. But you know, I gotta care because this bike's not that durable as far as the components go. I.e. the spoked wheel. I keep forgetting I say spoked wheels, but it's only the rear wheel that has actual bicycle spokes in it. I'm extra talkative today because I haven't ridden for a few days. So that's why I'm jibber jabbering away. Still struggling to earn money. I'm making money, but I got behind on my credit card, and now I owe like a $255 payment, and I only got about $100 right now. It's due on the 25th, and I've got Walmart Plus coming out of my bank. I got Amazon Prime coming out of my bank, and then I got to pay, like, when I get my food delivered, I got to do a tip. I mean, I don't have to do a tip, but I got to do a tip because I'm one of those that feels obligated to tip the drivers. Besides the fact I've tried not tipping before and people won't accept my order. If I don't tip, they won't deliver my stuff. It keeps changing hands and people accept it, then they cancel when they realize there's no tip, and what should take like a couple hours ends up taking like 4 or 5 hours. And then they don't hurry, they don't rush it to my house, they take their sweet ass time, and my frozen stuff and cold stuff's either thawed out or warm, and it's like, god damn it. So you gotta tip. Find a way to tip, or if they have a way to leave delivery instructions for the driver, leave a note and let them know why you didn't tip, let them know your situation. Just like, give them a heads up. Try to be courteous to people. People will forgive you if they understand your situation. But if I can tip, I'll tip. And that's what I do. Like today, I was supposed to do my Walmart order already. I don't feel like it. I got a couple days worth of food left. I don't actually need to do the order yet, and I still don't feel that great. And it's always a struggle, even though it's like from my front porch to my kitchen is like maybe 30 feet. It's just hard for me to carry all that weight. It's just I'm not as strong as I used to be. I can't lift a lot of weight anymore. Oh shit! I hit that bump kind of hard. I got off the seat though, so I get exhausted. I get so worn out. If I didn't have motors on this bike, I wouldn't be able to ride it at all. And that's why I'm always dreading having a mechanical failure, an electrical failure, because then if I'm far away from home, I'm going to be trying to pedal this damn thing home if there's no power, and that's going to be impossible for me now. Again, why I like dual hub motor bikes. Oh, one thing I learned, speaking of dual hub motor bikes, I like those Aurora bikes that they've been, like Mr. Central Driver and Tail Happy has reviewed and a couple other people. I like them because they're dual motors. The single battery I don't agree with. I'll go into detail about that in a second here. That's why I don't agree with that. But I messaged them and I asked them, because they never mention on the specs on their site if it's a single dual motor controller or if it has two controllers in it, one for each motor. So I reached out and said, hey, are they dual controllers in those things? And they said, yeah. It's a dual controller setup, a single throttle dual controller and single monitor and single battery. What I don't like about the single battery is it's like, yeah, it's an 86 amp hour battery and it's great for range, but what happens if you're out and some reason your battery malfunctions and your bike dies? And it's a long range bike and you're like 20, 30 miles away from home because you're doing a range test or some shit. Then you're stuck out in the middle of nowhere with a 200-pound bike trying to pedal it home. What I think they should do is take the battery and split it in half. Like maybe extend the bay just a little bit to put like a gap between the two batteries. And then each motor can have its own battery. That way, if one of the batteries fails, you should still be able to get home, because that's still about 40 amp hours of battery to get home from long range. That to me seems like the smarter idea. So don't make it one huge battery that's possibly can fail when you're at the worst possible time, when you're really far away from home. Make it two batteries. There's plenty of room. Just set it up to where you can charge it with one charger. Because I mean, I've seen people that have dual battery setups that charge off one charger. Not even homemade stuff, but like actual manufacturers will send them out. Yeah, that's a better idea. I think even Anioki, they should like make those big batteries dual batteries, split them in half. I'm going to try to go a little further, and I'm not done talking yet. But what I also like about the Aurora bike that I saw Mr. Central Driver reviewing, it's got a 500-pound weight capacity. And I'm assuming that's 500 pounds of load capacity, not taking into account the weight of the bike. So you say the weight of the bike is separate from the actual load capacity. So you got weight of the bike plus another 500 pounds. I could ride that bike. I'm like, what, 390 now? And it says it's good to from like what 5'7" to 6'3" or 6'4". Shit. Sorry. Damn. My brakes. I didn't listen to my own advice and I didn't stop in time. Oh damn, that was almost bad. Sorry, viewers. I can kind of hear some spokes rattling around in my rear wheel now. Oh, well, whatever. I got some spares for a while. What I need to do is I need to measure my spokes. I know I can get replacement spokes for this bike, but I got to get them from China, so I have to order them, and they take like a couple months to get here. So what I really need to do is go online, do a Google search of my spoke size, and probably either order, I think I can order them on like AliExpress or Alibaba or something. That way I'll have them when I need them. But it's gonna be like $30. And see, like most of my bike stuff, when I buy stuff, I save up my Amazon gift card money from my surveys and stuff, and that's how I pay for bike repair and stuff. So it's like, it's hard to swing an expense out of my bank account when I don't really make any money. That's why it's so hard to maintain this bike, and that's why I can't get a new bike, why I can't upgrade my bike really. So, I mean, like right now, these two triangle batteries are the only functional batteries I can use on this bike. I have batteries in my garage that have died, and yeah, that's it. These two batteries go, I'm screwed. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery, but it only lets me run up to 750 watts, and anything beyond, if it goes to 750 watts, the BMS, the battery management system will kick off. It'll shut off. Then I have to unplug the battery and plug it back in to get it to work. And so I'm going to have to end up, I'd have to buy another motor anyway or something to use that battery, because all my motors peak higher than 750 watts. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm having a really hard time trying to get money saved up for anything. Not only the regular expenses I have, but I have other shit that keeps popping up that I keep having to spend money on, like everybody else. And it's not going to get any easier because Trump's a moron. But anyways, oh wait, yeah, I'm not going any further. I'm going to go home now. I'm starting to get kind of tired. Yeah, I'm struggling. I try to do the GoFundMe thing, but nobody's really interested in doing the GoFundMe thing. I mean, if you want to check out my GoFundMe, it's in my account. Just like donate $1. I don't expect people to donate like half their life savings, just $1. If I get like a couple thousand people to donate $1 each, that's enough money to either get replacement parts for this bike or get better YouTube video making equipment or get a better bike. There's plenty of good inexpensive e-bikes on Amazon I could choose from, but it's like, I don't know. You know, it's not like I'm asking for something for nothing. I'm out here working my butt off, riding my bike around all over the place, even when I feel like complete utter crap, to make YouTube videos and try to instruct people on stuff. Try to pass on my 4+ decades of knowledge to others for free at this point. I was kind of distracted. I was like almost rolling through some stop signs there that got me in trouble. After I just got done jaw jacking about slowing down before stop signs, and then I went and kind of almost blew through 2 of them and hit cars. The hell. Alright, well, that was that ride. It's done. It's time to go inside and watch this video, and I gotta edit. I didn't upload anything yesterday. I took yesterday off. I didn't do any uploads. I just didn't want to. My brain was like drained. Been having trouble sleeping the last few days, so my brain is like really just not here right now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave the gate open. I gotta bring the cans in a little while. I'm getting in the shade. Let's see, we went 9.8 miles, almost 10 miles is good, considering how I felt most of the day so far. It's pretty good. Oh man. Pain is exhausting. I don't know if anybody here in my viewers suffers from like chronic constant pain, but it is freaking exhausting. It's stressful. Wears you out physically and psychologically and emotionally. It just sucks. Yeah, it's really squeaking. I really gotta fix that. I was gonna check my spokes. I forgot. I'll do it. Probably end up fixing it tomorrow and early in the morning when it's still cool out. Oh man. Really feeling the last couple days right now. I'm like dehydrated, and I've been drinking so much water I can't stop going to the bathroom, so I don't know what that's all about. Oh man. So remember, it'd be super duper awesome if you could like, subscribe, comment, share. Subscribers, thanks for hanging in there. New subscribers, welcome to the channel. Random viewers, consider subscribing. I've got lots of videos, close to 3,000 of them uploaded. 75% of them are shorts, and according to YouTube, that's right up most people's alley because everybody loves watching shorts. So go watch some shorts, please. Oh man. I'm tired. With that, remember to have a wonderful wherever you are, and I will see you in my next e-bike video. Okay, bye.